Welcome back. Welcome to Chuck LaFleur, VA Home Loan Expert. Today we're going to be talking about, with our VA tip number 4, joint VA loan. So what is a joint VA loan? Now, most people that go on a VA loan, if there's two people on the application, are married borrowers, usually. But if you ever have two people who are not married, that could just be two people, maybe they're in a relationship, not married, buying a house together, two veterans that are brothers want to buy a house together. Those would be VA joint loans. So what is the difference? Realistically, first let's talk about processing. So basically you would have two applications, much like you would have with an FHA loan when you have two separate borrowers, but the file basically processes right along like a normal loan would. What ends up happening is though, is right when you're done and all your files are cleared for docs, the file then needs to go over to the regional office to basically get their final stamp of approval, and then we can proceed. Now the reason why that's important is because they're going to determine how much the VA funding fee is going to be. You might remember from an earlier segment that the VA home loan funding fee is calculated depending upon usage. So if it's a first-time VA user, it would be 2.15%. If it's someone who's already used their VA loan, it would be 3.3%. You might remember if they have a VA disability, there's no VA funding fee. So what do you do if you have two people who have different subsequent use kind of categories, right? Say you have one person who's VA disabled, right? Their funding fee is 0. And say the other person never used their VA loan before, right? Well, their funding fee would be 2.15%. So how do you really figure that out? That's borrower 1, borrower 2. What the VA would do in that case is they basically would just kind of cut this in half, down to 1.08 is about what it would be. And that's basically what you would put on the loan application. There may be some other situations where the person over here is already has an open VA loan. In that case, you need to really just wait for the VA to get back to you and they'll tell you an exact figure. But other than that, you can process it like any other VA loan. A lot of times people think that you're not able to put two veterans on the same loan if they're not married. That's just not the case. VA joint loans are much easier than you think. If you have any questions, please feel free to give me a call, the number on the screen. Thank you. Bye.